Hi guys. So it's another month for our monthly financial review. How much we made in the month of August. Today is September. Well, this month is September already. We're already nearing the last quarter of the year. All right. And as I said earlier, August was a bit, shaky. If there's a worse month to be held in ride sharing, the history of ride sharing, it's always in the month of August. But I'm excited. I was able to obtain the data for some other person's numbers for the month of August, and it was impressive. It was impressive. I loved it because the person seemed to have analyzed and broken down things in a way that makes it easy to surmise. Okay? And it was also testament to the fact that it's all about the system. It comes down to the system. One person, like my numbers now, is an average of like 200 and something all the time. Another person is actually, as you're going to see in this video, is actually averaging 300 and something, right? Now that's my own system. I work 1.5 days in the week. That's what I can be able to keep up with now. It's a question of you as a person. What can you continue to do for like 2 months, 3 months non-stop? That is your system. One person may be going out every other day and then they are making mad returns. Another person is going out a few days and they are making almost the same thing. But then somehow the both of them are okay with it. Find your own system. That's all this is coming down to. That's how you understand your earning. I had an extensive conversation with somebody who was talking about taking a car for hire purchase and paying as high as 80,000 weekly. Now for me, I'm like, impossible. End of story. I'm not even going to, dignify it. It's impossible. Simple as that. But then with a person with another kind of system, and sustainable. Not that you're able to do it for like 2 weeks and then the third week you're breaking down. No, it's not going to work. But sustainably continue to do that. Then that's your system. I have a friend, I've always said this story, that especially during the dry months, he just comes out and goes to Zuba Park. From there he takes customers, he's from Kogi, and goes straight to Lokoja and then takes another customer and come back and calls it a day. And he makes good profit, right? As opposed to going to town and looking for people that want to go from here to there and all that. It may not work. And you have a lot of people to compete with. But then when you do something like that, you're certain of customers. They fill up your vehicle, then you move. And you're certain of how much you're getting, because sometimes you get paid even before you start the trip. Speaking of intercity travel, you guys must have known already, we are in partnership with TrueBooker, okay? An app that actually helps you with interstate travel and intracity travel as well. All right, so if you're going from one state to another, one city to another, and you need to connect yourself to passengers, TrueBooker is the app for you. All right, and in this community, we only endorse the best, and I'm telling you right now, definitely affiliate yourself with TrueBooker. Their project is quite amazing. I'll see you there. Okay, I'll leave the link to their WhatsApp and the link to download the thing in the description below. Be a part of the project. It's actually very exciting. So it all comes down to system. Quickly, let me run through my own number. So there were 5 Fridays and 5 Sundays in the month of August. My first Sunday was 20. First Friday, was 20. The Sunday was 62. Friday was 18. Sunday was 57. Friday was 19. Sunday was 61. Friday was 17. Sunday was 64. Friday was 12. Sunday was 55. After all said and done, I had a repair, it was crazy this month actually. I spent up to 70k in repairs alone, unfortunately. I did something on my shaft. I bought some tire. I bought a tire, and then I did servicing as well for the vehicle. So everything came around net profit that I made in the month of August, quite impressively too. Because if you compare what I made this month or this year in the month of August versus last year, you understand there's a huge jump, there's a huge difference. So I made 204,000 in the month of August. Not bad, considering that the month was a dry one. Not bad at all. But this is where it gets interesting. All right, let's talk about our very own church. Now I'll tell you about his work routine. I'll tell you about his system. Now he said to me, he works from 4:30 to 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. So he doesn't work morning, he doesn't work afternoon. By evening, he starts up. Very brilliant if you ask me. That's the time people are actually making movement. Most people are going back to their homes. Other people are going to event centers and parties and clubs and visits and whatever. So it's a very good time to work. Every Monday to Saturday, 4:30 to 10 or 11 p.m. And then on Sundays, he starts from 7 a.m. all through to like 10 p.m. on Sunday. So a long time to work actually. And then he added a proviso, if I'll call it, or an exception, where he said he didn't work for 2 Sundays in the month of August. He had a problem with his car, he said, and that made him not to work for 2 Sundays out of the 5 Sundays. So he worked for only 3 of the Sundays, and then 6 days in the month of August. That means basically he didn't work for 8 days in the month of August. Brilliant. Now let's see what the numbers are. Earnings for the month of August. He showed me this on his dashboard. He uses boards mostly, and then very briefly he uses other apps. And on board, his earnings was 647,825 after removing commission, because that's the only thing board is going to take out for you after removing commission. Then he said on the other apps versus also offline trips, things that were not accounted for as online movement, he made an estimate of around 50k. Now the total for everything that he made in the month, gross profit for the month of August was 697,825. He said, I spent an approximate amount of 350,000 for fuel. That brings his net profit to 347,825. That is way beyond what I even made. Way beyond. Almost double. Okay, 1.5, not double, 1.5, but very close, man. Very impressive numbers. I didn't get the notice on when it comes to his repairs or maintenance, if there's anything of that sort that came up, but by all metrics, my guy, like even if you had to take out, let's say 40k or 50k on average, you still find that his profit margin is good. Okay, and this is me telling you, advising you, indulging you. Now I won't beg you, but strongly suggesting that you need to start building a system for yourself. Don't just sit around and then whenever you feel like it or you're running low on cash, you get out of work. Don't do that. Find a system, commit to that system and build on it. Imagine if our man church did actually work for the entirety of August. I think the numbers we'll be seeing is close to 400 on net. Imagine that. So this is how much some people are making. I'm so happy about this because this is not me, this is somebody else, and I'm really loving the numbers. That goes to tell you something, okay? If you can build something that is sustainable, that you can commit to, that you know that you can repeat come what may, your profit is sure. That also shows that there is profit in business. He showed me this on his dashboard, so it wasn't like he made up the number. He actually showed me this, okay? So I'm definitely convinced that this is very, very impressive. And if one person is making this, I'm sure other people are making even much more, right? so much more. So that is our analysis for this month. I hope to be reviewing someone else's next month as well, and I hope to be talking to you again next month about how we did in this month. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. Until then, earn and earn. There's too much money to be made, man. Don't get greedy about it. Let's make all the cash. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.